Hello, my cookies, and welcome. Welcome to Russell Cooks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, I have one of my favorite all-time recipes. I don't make it as often as I should. It is a grilled Caesar salad. I am going to be doing chicken with it. I'll be making the Caesar dressing from scratch. I'm going to be grilling up the lettuce. Yes, you heard that right. Lettuce has a little bit of sugar in it. When you caramelize it, it really changes the flavor, and it's incredible. I'm going to try and make some grilled croutons. Now that we know what we're doing, let's gather our ingredients. You are going to need some heads of romaine. Don't buy the iceberg. I have cut them in half, and I've gone through and kind of washed the inside. I've also trimmed off any outer leaves that are kind of junky. So I've done that with all of them, and I have dried them as thoroughly as possible. You're also going to need some chicken. Now, I have thin sliced chicken. If you have regular chicken breasts, that's fine. You just aren't going to cook them as close to the fire, or if you use a grill or whatnot, turn the heat down a little bit. But I have salted them already, so they've sort of had a brine. They're going to be extra juicy for me. You're going to need some lemons. I got some white wine vinegar, mayonnaise, whole milk Greek yogurt. I love the Fage here. If you don't want to use this, sour cream you can use as well. And if you don't want to do that, you want to keep it completely mayo-based, you can as well. Just put in as much mayo as I put in yogurt. Some pecorino romano cheese, as well as Parmesan mixture. I found it already grated. If you want to grate it yourself, that'd be great. I also got some Worcestershire sauce. Now this has anchovy in it. It's got a big umami kick. Speaking of anchovies, I also have some anchovies. I'm going to mince them up. These are optional. Or if you want to use anchovy paste, that's fine as well. We got a garlic clove, just one. Don't need more. A little bit of pepper, extra virgin olive oil, salt, some leftover kind of hamburger buns that I'm going to grill up. Try and make some nice croutons out of. Some non-stick spray for my grilling surface. You're also going to need a little Dijon. Now that we know what we're doing, we've gathered our ingredients, let's get started. As I mentioned, I've already salted the chicken, so I'm just going to let that rest. I've already cut and cleaned my lettuce. So now comes the dressing. So I got myself a bowl here. For the dressing, I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. I'm also going to do a 1/3 cup of my yogurt. So let's put in about 1/4 cup olive oil. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of pepper. 1/4 teaspoon. For the pecorino romano, I want to put in a couple ounces. If it's pre-grated, it might be 1/2 cup. But if you grate it yourself, it's probably closer to a full cup. And that's going to add a little saltiness as well, so I'm going to season it to taste afterwards. Let's do about a tablespoon of the Worcestershire here. That's also going to add a little bit of salt. Let's do about a tablespoon of white wine vinegar here. It's going to help cut through all the richness from the mayonnaise. So let's put a tablespoon of Dijon in. Heaping tablespoon. How about that? Now, here's the thing with the garlic. It's going to be a little potent, so in order to tame it, we're going to soak it in a little bit of lemon juice. I got my bowl here. I'm just going to mince this up. I'm going to add garlic to a little bowl here, and I'm just going to put in about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Let me get my anchovies in here. This is a taste preference for you. If you don't want anchovies, don't use them. I'm going to use probably 4. Really good flavor, really good umami. I prefer the white anchovies, but my store did not have them. If they have little bones and whatnot, that's fine. Mince them up. Really fine mince. Again, if you want to buy paste, buy paste. I think they're better quality when it's not paste. All right. Gonna put that right into the dressing. Voila. I'm just gonna whisk all this together. It's gonna be a little thick, but remember, we are gonna add our lemon juice and our garlic. And the garlic's been in there a couple minutes. We got a good consistency. It's drippy. It's not too thick. It's not gloppy. So let's add our tamed garlic with lemon juice. This thins it out a teeny bit. Perfect. Let's give it a little taste. I do want to add a little bit of salt. Parmesan and anchovies and Worcestershire didn't quite get me there. I got my sauce. I got my dressing. Get out of here, B. Let's set up the grill here. So I've had my breeo fire pit going for a little bit. I'll get a little bit more wood on. So breeo has this outdoor grilling kit, and it essentially comes with the grill, the steel rod to hold the grill, and then another thing that you can actually put in the ground. So if you don't have a breeo fire pit and you're out camping, you can build a fire and put it in the ground next to it and still grill over an open fire. It's fantastic. But I'm just going to plop this in. I'm going to show you how. So it's pretty much, you got this lever right here. And then you got these 2 pins. The 2 pins have to go in this way. And then what you do is you just twist the rod and the pins go in. And then this guy slides in and prevents the pins from turning. So now it's not coming out. Now comes the grill. This guy, it's all just pure stainless steel. So this will slide on. I'm gonna get this pretty low because I wanna get this hot. So we're gonna let that heat up. We are gonna grill up some lemons. I love a good grilled lemon. All right, I typically do chicken last, but it's got to rest, so I'm going to do it first. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on this chicken that I brined. Ooh, let me spray down my grill. It's going to get fiery. All right, don't try that at home. All right, let's get the chicken on. So what I'm looking for here is the edges are going to start to cook pretty quickly. You're going to see that. As soon as all the edges are kind of done and that white part is starting to creep up the sides, then I'm going to flip it. All right, I can see I'm getting a little char. The white's creeping up. It's time to flip it. We got some good browning there. We got a little bit of char around the edges. This second side isn't going to be as charred as the first. We got a little sticking there. Look at that char. That's good char. All right, we got some good char. We know where the hot spots are now too. Not yet. We'll give it another 30 seconds. This guy's good. This guy's good. You're good. You're good. And you're good. Chicken's done. It's now time for the piece de resistance, the charred salad. So I wrote a recipe. It was for a toaster oven cookbook. It was during COVID, so I did all the testing at home. And I essentially wanted to do a charred Caesar salad like this, but in a toaster oven. And my issue was I couldn't get the browning on the lettuce that I wanted before it started to wilt and turn soggy and just disgusting. So I figured out that in order to get that browning, you need to brush it with some of the dressing. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got my dressing and I'm just going to brush it on here. Just like that. Now let's see whether we can get some good char browning on this. We're going to do our best. I've never done this before. It's my first time. Go easy on me. All right, let's do it. All right, how long has it been? About 30 seconds? Let me check. Getting some char. All right, we got some char. I'm gonna take that one off. I don't want it to overcook. Look at that char, fantastic. We want the lettuce to be nice and charred and still crispy. I'm happy with that. Maybe I could have let it go on a little bit longer, but I'd rather err on the side of non-wilty lettuce. Just gonna grill up some lemons. Who doesn't like a grilled lemon? Woo! All right, we got our chicken. We got our charred lettuce. That looks absolutely phenomenal. I don't normally toot my own horn here, but beep, beep. We got to plate it. All right, let's get these lemons off. Nice char on the lemons. All right, I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. So you just undo the screw, pull it straight up. Look, one hand. I am just going to brush these. I'm going to do a little bit of the dressing. Now I'm just going to toast up, and then I'm going to chop up these as croutons. We'll give that another 30 seconds. All right, let me just cut up these croutons here. I'm going to take a little extra parm, give it a nice little sprinkle here. And then for the grilled lemon, let's get a little bit of this charred, juicy chicken here. Look at that, nice and juicy. Oh, yes. So juicy. Oh, that char. You can hear how crisp it is here. Still crisp, not wilty. Homemade dressing. I don't even taste the anchovy. If you didn't tell me there was anchovy in there, I'd be like, I don't know what that is, but I know that that little bit there is the anchovy. The parm comes through. It's got a nice little salty bite. The lemon, the garlic, add a bunch of freshness. Croutons, nice, crisp, crunched, and then you get that creamy dressing. The char just adds so much depth. It doesn't taste burnt. Like, if you burn something and it just tastes burnt, that's burnt. This isn't that. This is A+. Salads never fill me up. They never satisfied me. I guarantee that if I served you this, you would be satisfied by the end of it. So that was charred chicken Caesar salad. If you like what you saw, don't forget to check me out on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. The best way to support this channel, if you like what you saw, is just subscribe on my YouTube. It's free, it's easy. I also have a whole bunch of affiliate links where I do get a little bit of commission right down below, but it's only things that I use or I like or I prefer. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.